Hi, everyone. We're waiting for our guest speaker to arrive. How you guys doing? Yay, welcome to the team call. I see a new face. Hi, Cami. Good to see you. All right, let's go ahead and open it up. I'm sure people are going to be popping on over the next couple of minutes. But welcome to the Tuesday night team call. One of my favorite parts of the week is to see your faces and connect face to face, eye to eye. It's a special time. And I'm especially excited because I have Stephanie Marsilia is going to be leading the call. And she's going to be sharing tonight on belief. But let's just think real quick. Announcements right now. Right now is November to Remember. Anybody here signed up on a team? November to Remember team? Good, I see some hands, awesome. Let me see in the chat window, what charities are you guys, did you list on your form? Did you enroll, you could like designate a charity? Does anybody want to share who they're, like the school PTA? Do you have certain organizations that you're hoping to bless? I know some of you had some really great ideas on how to use this opportunity. Like there is like a winner kind of thing where you can, Beachbody will give money, which is the really cool thing. Beachbody is giving like, was it $80,000 to help some schools around the country. But a lot of you had some great ideas to just take whatever your challenge pack sales were and to donate a certain amount to whatever organization. And I think that's really great. And it just makes me really proud to represent a company who really is in the business of service and giving back. So it's kind of a neat thing, November to Remember. Other things that I didn't take a second to think about all the announcements right now. Nothing major that I can think of really. I did want to just mention, if you haven't seen the video that I did last week, it is a way to help kind of twofold. I was sharing another incentive to use these trackers because I feel like it's easy to get away from, using our trackers. But it's really amazing what happens when we do track our vitals. And so I'm just doing a fun incentive. I won't explain it all here because you can go watch the video if you haven't already, but I'm giving away gift cards. But really the most important part of that message was just kind of helping people to reconnect with their purpose in this business and the heart that's behind these vitals. This isn't just a business for us. There's a reason that we're touching people's lives. The reason these check marks have purpose, and sometimes it's easy to lose sight of that. And sometimes we just have to reconnect. And sometimes we lose belief. And I feel like we're going to get some awesome insight from Stephanie here because she has her own personal stories of connecting with belief. Stephanie has been a coach on Team Phoenix for, oh gosh, is it almost 4 years? It's almost 4 years. Stephanie joined me resistantly. She can tell you her story. I hope she'll kind of give you a little background on how she got involved. And she's a 2-star diamond coach. She's a Success Club legend for I don't know like how many years. She's hit Success Club every month. She is Stephanie is the picture of consistency and leads her business with great integrity and purpose. Stephanie really has purpose and vision behind what she does, and that's one of the things I most admire about her leadership is that she believes very much that these products change lives because of her own experience. And she, you can tell when you follow her on social media how much she believes that, and she has no problem sharing it with anybody because she knows what a great impact. And it's really admirable to watch. But I know that she has had her own challenges and struggles with belief, and she's overcome those. And I'm excited to have her share a little bit of what she's learned. I had the privilege of having her join me on the leadership retreat that I was invited to. It's an honor and a privilege to be invited to the leadership retreat, and we had the opportunity to invite a guest that is a star diamond on our team, and Stephanie was my guest, and we just had a blast. And I know she gained a lot and I gained a lot, and together I'm frozen, Molly says. Am I frozen to anybody else? Okay, good. But we had a great time together, and we had a lot of discussion about this topic because we both believe that this business rises and falls on belief. So I'm going to hand it over to Stephanie. Stephanie, not everyone here knows you or your story or how you got started and how you told me no and were so rude to me. Turned down my Shakeology. Not everyone knows your story, so I hope that you'll share a little bit how you got involved, and then take it over.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Megan. I'm actually glad that you talked about my belief in the products, because that is very integral to what I'm going to share tonight. And my story is a huge, huge part of this whole belief thing. So what I'm going to share is nothing earth-shattering. Really, it should be titled Confessions of a Four-Year Coach, because I am going to just relay the things that have been going on in my own heart, my own business, just in the last 30 days. So, and even less than that, really, it's probably like 14 days, really. And a lot of it came from leadership, and I'm so grateful for that opportunity. Thank you, Megan, for taking me along, because so much changed. And I could really talk to you for hours, but I'm really going to try to boil it down to about 20 minutes, because I think there's a few key points that I really want to get across. So, as Megan said, I was hugely resistant to this whole lifestyle. Like, when I say hugely resistant, I was like, those people are crazy. Like, dude, I do not want any part of that. I am not a gym rat. I'll tell you how she introduced Shakeology to me. So I had been recently diagnosed with Crohn's disease after I had my fourth baby. I was no longer able to run. Not that I loved running, but I thought at least it would help get me into shape. And so I was no longer able to run. I had this new diagnosis, and I was going to be on medicine for the rest of my life. And Megan was so sweet and came up to me and was like, I don't know if you want to try this, but I've heard it helps people with digestive issues. And I was like, oh no, thank you. I don't even think I was that nice, to be honest with you. I was like, shakes are not for me. I'm Italian. I chew my calories, and I'm not a bodybuilder, and I'm not a slim fast girl. Who drinks shakes anyway? I was probably that rude. Sorry, Megan. Thank you for putting up with me. And so she was so gracious and was like, well, I'll give you a packet anyway. And I thought, okay, well, I'm not using it. And literally it sat on my counter for, I believe, about 6 months. And then P90X3 came on board. And P90X3 is the 30-minute version of P90X. Now, who has an hour? With 4 kids, who has an hour to spend working out, right? But a half hour, I could sneak in a half hour. And so I asked her about it, and she said, well, to join my challenge group, you have to try Shakeology too. So I was like, no problem. I'll try it and send it back when it doesn't work. That's my plan. I mean, I had it all under control. I had it going on right up here. So I tried it. And after 2 weeks of drinking it every day, I went to pour my afternoon cup of coffee. And as a mom of 4 kids, I mean, that's how I survived, right? I didn't need it. I had energy. And I was like, so I called Megan up and I was like, can Shakeology give you energy? And she's like, yeah, it can. And I was like, she is just trying to sell me some shakes. You know it. That's what the deal is, right? But again, I had that data point of like, no, I really think I have more energy. Like, I think this is legit. And I didn't want to. Like, I really didn't want to like Shakeology. After 4 weeks, I went to grab some salty pretzels because that's, again, how I was surviving. Carbs were my life. And I didn't want them. Like, I didn't want them. They were in my hand and I threw them away. Like that has never happened to me before. So I called Megan. I was like, can Shakeology like stop you from craving junk food? She's like, yeah, it can. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, why is everybody not drinking this? Like, obviously the world needs to know. After 3 months, I dropped 3 dress sizes. I was feeling better than I had been feeling in my 20s, like 15 years prior. It was just amazing how my life had transformed. So I so appreciate her sticking with me with my nastiness and crankiness. And I never meant to really coach. I just wanted to help my friends and family along the journey. So like the first couple months, the only things I offered people were Shakeology and P90X3 because that's what I had belief. You'll hear that word a lot. Belief in, right? Like I was like, you guys, like you got, this works. I mean, it's amazing. P90X3. I don't care if you're a 75-year-old grandma with arthritis. You need to do P90X3. That's the program. That's what you need to do. And Shakeology, I mean, it's a no-brainer. So after a few more months, I tried different programs and I started to gain belief in some other programs, right? So it wasn't just about P90X3 after a while. It was, I learned about 21 Day Fix and then eventually about Country Heat, about Hammer and Chisel. I just started to gain belief as I started to experience things myself. Same thing as I was building my business, right? Like I didn't know how to build a business, but then I would help somebody get Emerald and I was like, oh, okay, so I guess I can help a couple of people. Okay, so I guess I can keep doing that, right? I can keep replicating that because I have belief in people helping people and creating Emerald businesses. And I'm so embarrassed to share this because again, I've been a coach for almost 4 years. But it was just a couple of weeks ago that I realized, even though everybody has been telling me it's all about belief, it's all about belief, I kind of thought that was a pie in the sky, like, oh, you got to have belief, whatever belief is. And now I'm realizing belief isn't a feeling. It's confidence that comes from action. Action. I can control action. I can do stuff. I can do stuff to have more belief. I can have control over my beliefs. I know this should not shock me, right? Like you guys are like, oh, Stephanie, like, hello, where have you been? I get that. But for me, it was the first time I had that internal shift, the first realization that I had control over my beliefs. Here's my other big issue. So not only did I had beliefs in the things that I knew, right? So like it was hard for me to have belief in being a 15-star coach because I've never been a 15-star coach. But I have belief in helping people help people. I have belief in helping people create Emerald. I have belief in helping people who are emeralds create more emeralds. Like I've built those little bit of beliefs over time. So I can see a path to a huge business now that I recognize that it all starts with the little stuff. Sorry, I'm getting excited. I gotta drink some water. Okay, sorry. So that was my first problem with belief. I didn't really have it myself because I thought it was, you just had to like fake it till you make it. I had heard all of these phrases and that wasn't really it at all. I really had more control because I could do little things that would compound into bigger things. And as an engineer, I appreciate mathematical concepts like that. Like that makes sense in my brain. So if it doesn't for you, I'm sorry. I'll try to like come up with something else clever later. We'll see what happens. So not only did I not have great belief in huge goals for myself and for our team, I also made the silly mistake of projecting my beliefs of success onto our team. So I thought even though I asked them, what does success look like to you? And I asked them their goals. Was I really helping them reach those goals? Did I really know what my team wanted? Was I helping them create belief based on the success they've already had? I wasn't. I'm not. I'm trying to do better now. But I wasn't. And it amazed me because in my challenge groups, I do it all the time, right? I help people see how they made one positive choice and how it affected the rest of their day. Like that's what I'm doing in my challenge groups all the time. why wasn't I doing that as a leader? So how do you do this? How do we create belief, right? Where do we even start? Well, first, and I hate these kind of exercises, I'm the first to tell you I hate it, but I do truly believe that these kind of things are important for us because they solidify in our head truths. So that's what I'm asking us all to do. Number one, write out what we know to be true. Shakeology gives me better health. 21-day fix extreme made my shoulders look hot. What are the things that the successes we've already had? Write them down. I helped 10 people achieve an emerald rank. I helped 20 people help 30 other people along their health journey. Like, go back through your numbers. Go figure out what have we already been successful in and write it out. Because when we write it out, we remind ourselves, man, I did do that. I did help with that. I did support that person along that journey. So write it out. Number two, create experiences, right? So if belief comes from action and action is experience, right? Create those experiences. If we don't know about other programs, do other programs. If all you know is P90X3, I don't think anybody even does that one anymore, even though you should. By the way, an aside, if there's a program that you should do, it's P90X3. It's awesome. Okay, anyway. Do other programs. Have you done Hammer and Chisel? Have you tried Body Beast? I know it sounds scary and crazy, but if you want to create belief in those other programs, try them out. Do the whole program. Do the nutrition plan included. You want to build a team and you're scared to get started? Grab your best friend, grab your sister, grab your mom and say, oh, I'm scared to death, but do you want to partner with me? And get that small win. Get that person to partner with you and try it out. Grab a couple of people, hit emerald rank. Then if you can do it, I bet you can help somebody else do it, right? If you figure out how to do it, you have some tools in your tool belt to help somebody else. You want to help people rank advanced to diamond? Rank advanced to diamond. Find a way to do it. As you do it yourself, you're creating that belief that, hey, if I can do it myself, why can't I help other people along? So write it down, create new experiences. These are in no particular order, by the way, although I will say write it down should be first because that helps us want to do the other stuff. Celebrate success. This is my favorite thing, and for some reason I've been stinky at it. Like, I'm so great in my challenge groups, helping people see their value, helping people see their worth. And for some reason, I'm not as great in our team. So help people see that, oh my goodness, you reached out to 3 people today that you haven't talked to in a while. That's so awesome. Like, who knows what kind of seeds you planted? Just giving them that extra encouragement, maybe all they need to be like, oh, wow, yeah, maybe I did plant some seeds. Or maybe that social media post is reaching somebody who may not have even liked it. Maybe they were too scared to even like the post, but I bet it touched somebody's life. And just to have them know and be reminded that what they're doing matters is huge. So celebrate those successes. Personal development, there's a reason it's one of the 4 vital behaviors. And again, something that I stunk it up with because I was like, dude, I don't need personal development. I'm confident enough. I'm good enough. I read my Bible. That should count for something, right? And I will say that it was, this whole change really started about a year ago, but it really shifted just a few weeks ago. But about a year ago, I started with personal development. And that's when I saw a shift in our team culture. That's when I saw a shift in my income, is when I really started to get more consistent with personal development. So just do it. If you need help finding books or podcasts or whatever, believe me, we have plenty to share with you. Everything from how to rock your business to how to rock your mind. I mean, it can be the whole gamut. We have stuff available for you. And finally, and this is the hardest one, I think, but I have a really easy action item for it. And we hear these like catchphrases all the time. We're like, whatever. But feel the fear and do it anyway. I can't tell you, since I've been back from leadership, how scared I am every day. Every day I wake up excited, and every day I wake up petrified of my to-do list, of the people that I'm inviting to the business. I'm inviting doctors, I'm inviting lawyers, I'm inviting the people I really want on my team, and that scares me to death. I'm talking on this call. My heart has been fluttering all day long, all day, but I'm doing it anyway. And I'm learning to embrace the discomfort. I can't say that I like it yet. And I'm sure there's people out there who can be like, oh, I love feeling uncomfortable. I'm not there yet. But I'm learning to embrace the discomfort, because if I look back on my life, it is so true that in the times that I was most uncomfortable, I had the greatest growth. It's true over and over and over again. Grad school, first jobs, babies. I mean, I have lists of things that were hard and that were very uncomfortable. And it's what grew me the most as a person. So how do you do it anyway? We are starting a Team Phoenix book club. Woo! We are starting the Monday after Thanksgiving. And we're using the first book we're going to do is The 5-Second Rule by Mel Robbins. And I would love to have you join us. It's not going to be super intense. It's not like we're going to have to write an essay each week about what we learned. But we are going to read through the book and have some action items come out of it. So this is a great way to have an easy, it really is 5 seconds. It's counting backwards from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then go do the thing you don't want to do. So it's learning how to live and do things even when we are scared to death to do them. So if you'd like to join us, please feel free to message me and let me know. I have a list going on in Team Phoenix. So if you can find the post in Team Phoenix about the 5-Second Rule book club, that's probably the best way to let me know that you want to join, and I'll make sure that you're in with us. But that's really all I had to share with you. The 5 action items are: write out what you know to be true, create more experiences, celebrate success, do that personal development, feel the fear, and do it anyway. And I promise you, you'll actually gain control over that belief system of yours. That's all I had, Megan. You can take it away.
It was awesome. I mean, there's, honestly, the way you opened it was just, it was kind of a little bit mind-blowing. You reverse engineered belief. It's easy to think like confidence, but our belief are things you're chasing and you're waiting for. But you essentially just showed us that we're in control of our beliefs, and that is really empowering. I don't think I know this, but just the way that you simply just said, like, belief is confidence that comes from action. I can control my actions, therefore I can create belief, therefore I have control over my belief, and everything that we do in this world, in this business, it comes down to belief. So we're in control of it all, but we're chasing something else. So, I mean, I just thought that was pretty awesome. And I love all the action items, because this seems like one of those things that doesn't have a task list or a checklist. Like belief, like you said, it's so kind of like out there, and you're not really like, you can't put your hands on it, but you really just broke it down so simply. And like Mel was so powerful, right? Mel Robbins, like, it sounded so simple. Okay, she's going to teach me how to count back. I can do that. No, we need to read this book because after listening to Mel, like my whole like reality has changed. Like the way that I see like reality now has changed, as she pretty much just said, like, she basically just, you can change your life. You can legitimately change your life 5 seconds at a time. And it's so simple. So I'm really excited for us to do this together as a team and break through barriers and break through fears and like feel like Stephanie does. Like, for all of you to feel like Stephanie feels right now, she's like excited to be afraid. Each day, she just texted me yesterday. Was it yesterday, this week? I don't know. What did she say? She said something weird. She said, I was looking it up. Her new mantra is, if you can't beat fear, do it scared. Like, she's living by that. Like, we shouldn't expect to not be afraid. Like, we can't say have no fear. Like, fear exists. It's going to exist. Stop trying to like not be afraid. That's a crazy idea to even think you can move forward with, but like fear is okay. You just do it anyway. According to Stephanie, she just do it. You can't beat fear, do it scared. So this is exciting. Anybody have some takeaways or some aha moments they want to share? Has anybody already started writing out their lists of what they know to be true? Have you already started this? Maybe this is a good assignment for me to like put in the team page after this call. Like maybe I'll ask you to like share a couple of the things that you're already writing down that you know to be true. Obviously, I'd like you to take some time to yourself and like write out all these things like she mentioned, like all those things that you know to be already true. And then consider what other experiences you want to create. Like she says, like you can't just sit here and wait for belief to happen. You go out and you got to make it happen. She mentioned trying new programs, other products that we have. You know, how do you get confidence and belief in this business? You actually have to create the action behind it that reveals the belief, you know. So much good stuff. Molly says, I thought this was great. I already messaged you on Facebook to join the book club, so I needed this. Yes, so Stephanie put she put a post up yesterday, this week, I think, just a couple days ago, at least. So I don't know, Stephanie, are you just gonna like post? How are we gonna do it? You're gonna post like once a week? How is this gonna roll?
That's a good question. I've never run a book club, so we're gonna see how it goes. And my plan was to post once a week in Team Phoenix, so we don't have to have another group going on. And I was going to tag the people who wanted to be in the book club to make sure that you could see it. And maybe I was hoping to have like, I don't know, I haven't read the book yet either, so I'm going to be doing it with us. We're all going to be doing it together. So I was thinking it would be like maybe 1 or 2 questions to answer or action items to come out of each chapter or something. I don't know. We'll see.
Okay. So maybe I'll try to bump the post so people can find it easily, and you can comment below, and then Stephanie will just be sure to tag you. She'll be sure to tag anybody who's interested. So I'm really excited to do this together. But that was pretty daggone concise and powerful. So thank you so much, Stephanie. Like, I really feel like that was super valuable. We hop off, guys. I'm gonna do a little team raffle thing, because a big thank you for being on live. I think it makes such a difference. Team unity, you're able to make it live. So I'll do a little raffle for you to share below, maybe a little takeaway from this call. So comment below, and I'll do a little raffle for a little something, and I'll bump that post, and you can find that and comment so that you can get tagged. And go by the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. Yeah, I think that's it. I got nothing else to say.
Thank you.
Stephanie? Thank you, Stephanie.
Yeah, thanks for letting me chat. I appreciate it.
I'll see you all next week. We're going to hear from Andrea Crowder. She is a really successful coach in this business. She's been around, longer than me, and she has built a really amazing team and a really amazing brand for herself. And her gifts, her talents are, she really knows who she is and how to find the kind of people that connect with her. And she does a great job with branding and helping people to find their brand, which I think is a really a scary term for some of us who don't think of ourselves in terms of a brand or businessy. But I think she'll give you some easy ways to identify how to project yourself to find the kind of people that you're going to most connect with. So she's really savvy at that. So I'm excited to hear from her and have that guest speaker come in. So see you all next week. Thanks again for being here live, and I'll post that in the team page, and see you all next week. Have a good night.